Do you ever catch yourself stuck in mental quicksand, unable to focus, overwhelmed, or just going through the motions? What if you could unlock a mental switch that drops you into a state of laser focus, effortless productivity, and creativity that feels almost superhuman? Today, we're diving into the neuroscience of flow state, the peak performance zone where your brain fires on all cylinders and your best work finally becomes accessible on demand. If you're ready to transform the way you think, work, and create, hit that like button and subscribe, because this is the science that changes everything. Hello, brand explorers. I'm Learn Express, your guide to peak mental performance. Flow state, first identified by legendary psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, is that rare but magical moment when you're so absorbed in what you're doing that time disappears. Challenges feel exciting instead of draining, distractions fall away. It's you, your mind, and pure momentum. And the numbers are wild. A 2025 Nature study reveals that entering a true flow state can boost productivity by up to 5 times. Yes, 5 times. Not because you're trying harder, but because your brain literally shifts into a more efficient mode. In this masterclass, we're breaking down everything you need to know. The neuroscience powering flow state, the latest findings from 2024 and 2025 research, how elite performers, from athletes to programmers to artists, use flow state to dominate, and over 20 practical science-backed techniques to enter flow whenever you want. Why master this? Because flow isn't luck. It's not random. It's a trainable brain pattern. And once you learn to trigger it, average days turn into extraordinary ones. Your focus sharpens, your performance skyrockets, and your mind becomes your biggest ally instead of your biggest obstacle. Let's ignite your flow. Ready to zone in? Part 1. What is flow state? The optimal experience. Picture this: Michael Jordan in the finals. Every shot effortless, every movement precise. The crowd fading into silence as he slips into a world where only the game exists. That level of total immersion is flow. It's the state where action feels smooth, focus sharpens automatically, and you perform not just well, but at your absolute peak. Athletes, artists, writers, gamers, scientists all describe it the same way, like being carried by a powerful current of clarity and energy. Flow isn't magic, it's measurable. A 2025 systematic review in Atlantis Press identified 8 core components: a perfect balance between challenge and skill, the ability to focus completely, clear goals, instant feedback, deep involvement that feels effortless, a sense of control, a drop in self-consciousness, and that strange but incredible feeling that time is bending, either slowing down or speeding up. Here's the key. Flow happens when the task is just hard enough to stretch you, but not so hard that it overwhelms you. Too easy, and you drift into boredom. Too difficult, and you fall into frustration. But hit that sweet spot, and your brain launches into peak performance mode. And it's not as rare as you think. A 2025 Taylor and Francis study shows people enter flow most often during work, sports, and even reading, especially when distractions are low. Meanwhile, a 2025 Nature Scientific Reports project used wearable sensors to detect flow in real time with 90% accuracy, showing consistent brainwave and heart rate patterns associated with peak focus. But here's the problem. Modern multitasking destroys flow. Notifications, constant switching, and background noise drop your chances of entering flow by up to 80%. No wonder deep focus feels like a superpower today. So, let me ask you, when was the last time you experienced real flow? That moment when everything else disappeared and you were fully, beautifully immersed. Part 2.
Neuroscience Deep Dive, your brain on flow. Flow isn't just a feeling, it's a full neurological shift. When you enter flow, one of the most important things happens in the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-monitoring and second-guessing. During flow, this area temporarily powers down. Scientists call this transient hypofrontality. Translation: the voice of doubt quiet, overthinking fades, and your focus becomes razor sharp. A 2024 neuroimaging study at Drexel University captured this beautifully in jazz musicians. When they improvised in a deep, creative flow, the brain increased activity in the left hemisphere areas that handle sound and touch, processing music in real time like a sensory supercomputer. Meanwhile, activity dropped in the superior frontal gyri, meaning less executive control and more intuitive performance. Expert musicians showed this shift even stronger: higher auditory and visual engagement and lower default mode network activity. The takeaway? Mastery amplifies flow. Chemically, flow is a powerful neurochemical cocktail. Dopamine boosts motivation and pattern recognition. Norepinephrine heightens alertness. Anandamide increases creativity and reduces pain. Endorphins create euphoria. Serotonin stabilizes mood. A 2025 Frontiers in Psychology review shows this chemical mix enhances learning, speeds skill acquisition, and locks you into engagement longer. Brainwaves change too. A 2024 mobile EEG study found flow is linked to increases in delta, theta, and gamma power, with theta and delta predicting flow levels with up to 16% accuracy. Meanwhile, a 2025 Nature Scientific Reports study used wearables to spot flow by identifying the signature state: dominant alpha and theta waves, a steady but moderate heart rate with low variability, stable skin conductance, and minimal unnecessary movement. This pattern clearly separates flow from frustration or boredom. And here's a breakthrough. A 2024 Nature Communications Psychology framework expands the classic challenge skill model by adding autonomy. Tasks you choose yourself, rather than tasks forced on you, activate better feedback processing and reduce mind-wandering. The result? A dramatically higher chance of hitting flow. But there are pitfalls. Push too hard and you trigger anxiety. Go too easy and you land in boredom. And ethically, flow should amplify your well-being, not burn you out. Peak performance is powerful, but it must be sustainable. So ask yourself, what's blocking your flow right now? Tasks that are too hard, too easy, too scattered? Quick tip teaser. 1. Balance challenge and skill. Aim for tasks around 8 out of 10 in difficulty to hit the flow sweet spot. 2. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications, use noise-canceling headphones, and protect your attention like gold. 3. Set clear goals with instant feedback. Break tasks into tiny, winnable steps so progress is always visible. More flow hacks are coming next. Let's keep building.
Part 3. Flow in action. Work, creativity, life. Flow isn't just a cool brain state, it's a performance multiplier that reshapes everything you do. When you harness it, entire areas of your life level up. Let's start with work. A 2025 EdSurge report found that flow-boosting productivity apps increased output by 40% for knowledge workers. That's not grinding harder, that's working smarter, fueled by deep focus and effortless momentum. Imagine finishing in 2 hours what used to take 6. That's the power of sustained immersion. Creativity gets an upgrade too. Remember the 2024 Drexel study on jazz musicians?
It revealed that during flow, the brain reorganizes itself for innovation, literally rewiring networks to generate new ideas. In creative tasks, people in flow produced 25% more original output. Writers describe it as the words writing themselves. Artists describe it as seeing the finished work before touching the canvas. Sports? Flow is the secret behind iconic performances. A 2025 PubMed analysis showed athletes in flow outperformed their baseline by around 30%, reacting faster, moving smoother, and staying centered under pressure. This is why Olympians obsess over pre-game rituals. They're priming the brain for flow. Flow even rewires the classroom. A 2025 RSC Advances study found that Socratic questioning in chemistry classes sparks more frequent flow states, which boosts conceptual understanding and long-term retention. Students learn faster not because they're forced to, but because they're fully engaged. Therapy also taps into flow. Mindful immersion reduces anxiety, stabilizes mood, and protects against depression. A 2025 Guardian report highlighted flow as one of the most effective natural mental health buffers because it gives the brain a break from rumination and stress. But here's the obstacle: digital overload. Our average attention span has now dropped to around 8 seconds. Every ping, scroll, and notification knocks you out of focus. That's why a 2025 Harvard Business Review piece recommends using rituals like a specific playlist, workspace setup, or breathing routine to signal your brain that it's time to enter flow. Think of it as a switch that primes your neural networks for deep engagement. So, let me ask you, where do you want to apply flow most in your life? Work, study, creativity, or something entirely different?
Part 4. 20-plus science-backed flow mastery techniques. Welcome to your Flow Toolkit. More than 20 proven techniques backed by studies from 2024 and 2025, including insights from Psychology Today, Positive Psychology, and cutting-edge cognitive science. These strategies are designed to help you trigger flow reliably, whether you're working, studying, creating, or leveling up your daily life. Daily Flow Essentials. 1. Set clear goals. Know exactly what you're trying to accomplish to remove uncertainty. A 2024 Psychology Today framework links clarity to instant flow entry. 2. Use tasks with immediate feedback. When you can see progress instantly, like hearing a note played correctly, immersion rises by 20%. 3. Balance challenge and skill. Choose tasks that stretch but don't overwhelm you. A 2025 Science Direct study ties this balance directly to sustained engagement. 4. Choose autotelic activities. Pick tasks that are rewarding for their own sake, boosting intrinsic motivation by about 15%. 5. Eliminate distractions. Set up a distraction-free zone and block notifications. This alone improves focus by up to 80%. 6. Reduce self-consciousness. Work in familiar spaces without mirrors or an audience to lower self-awareness by 10%. 7. Increase autonomy. Build a sense of control. Flexible workflows and self-chosen tasks raise flow likelihood by 12%. Work and productivity boosters. 8. Merge action and awareness. Let your movements feel automatic. Typing, sketching, or coding without overthinking invites effortless flow. 9. Monitor time shifts. When hours feel like minutes, you're entering deep immersion. Learn to recognize this state. 10. Create rituals. A cup of tea, a specific playlist, or a short breathing routine primes your brain, as highlighted in a 2025 Psychology Today article. 11. Ride the wave. Use 25-minute sprints with breaks. Flow typically kicks in around the 20 to 40-minute mark. 12.
Gamify your tasks. Add streaks, points, or mini challenges for dopamine boosts of about 10%. 13. Try cold exposure. A short cold shower can spike norepinephrine by roughly 8%, sharpening focus before work. Creativity and learning enhancers. 14. Free write nonstop for 10 minutes. This bypasses your inner critic and increases idea generation by 20%. 15. Walk in nature. Exposure to natural environments boosts theta brainwaves by 15%, supporting creative flow. 16. Use Socratic prompts. Challenge your assumptions. A 2025 RSC study shows this deepens understanding and sparks conceptual flow. 17. Work with AI co-pilots. Let AI give feedback and clarify concepts to maintain momentum in learning tasks. 18. Prime with sensory cues. Peppermint aroma, for example, raises alertness by around 8%. Advanced flow strategies. 19. Train with HRV biofeedback. Wearables can detect flow with up to 90% accuracy, according to a 2025 Nature study. 20. Practice group flow. Jam sessions, team sprints, or collaborative workshops amplify shared energy and creative synergy. 21. Take short recovery naps. A 20-minute nap after a flow session helps consolidate memory and learning. 22. Journal your flow triggers. Track when, where, and how you enter flow to personalize your strategy. 23. Experiment weekly. Adjust your techniques and build your own flow-optimized routine. 24. Prioritize ethical flow. Push yourself, but pair effort with rest to avoid burnout and maintain long-term performance. 25. Anchor with past flow moments. Recall a previous flow state in detail. Your brain recreates the pattern. 26. Wind down without screens. Evening digital detoxing prepares your mind for deeper flow the next day. 27. Join flow communities. Groups focused on deep work increase accountability by about 15%. Flow challenge. Right now, choose 3 techniques. For example, set a clear goal, remove all distractions, and start with a ritual to signal your brain it's time. Try them today. Then share your results in the comments.
Part 5. Flow's future, peak humanity. Flow isn't just the future of performance, it's the next evolution of human potential, and it's unfolding right now. A 2025 Nature Communication study predicts that by 2030, advances in flow technology like real-time wearables, neurofeedback headsets, and adaptive learning platforms will make peak states a daily experience for millions of people. The result? A projected 20% increase in global productivity and creativity. That's not just individual growth, that's a societal shift. Imagine this. Classrooms where students slip into deep learning with ease, absorbing concepts faster because lessons adapt to their flow patterns. Workplaces where teams think in sync, co-creating ideas with fluid collaboration and almost zero friction. Artists, athletes, engineers, and everyday people using flow to unlock levels of insight and mastery that used to feel impossible. Even personal life becomes richer. More presence, more joy, more meaning, because flow reconnects you with your deepest sense of purpose. This is peak humanity. Not machines replacing us, but technology amplifying the best parts of us: focus, creativity, resilience, and drive. But here's the truth. You don't need to wait for the future. The tools, techniques, and knowledge already exist. You can train your brain for flow today. So, let me leave you with a powerful question. What will your flow-powered future look like? A career transformed? A creative dream realized? A life lived at full intensity? The key is in your hands. Master flow, and you master your potential. Conclusion: unlock your peak potential. And that's your masterclass on flow. The neuroscience, the strategies, the tools, and the future of human performance. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Flow isn't a rare moment reserved for athletes, artists, or geniuses. It's a trainable skill, a mental doorway you can step through every single day. A state that turns overwhelm into clarity, resistance into momentum, and good into exceptional. The science is clear. When you master flow, you multiply your capabilities. You think faster, you learn deeper, you create better, you live more fully. And every flow session builds the next one, shaping a future version of you who performs with confidence, calm, and power. So here's your challenge. Pick one flow strategy, just one, and start today. Maybe it's eliminating distractions, setting a clear goal, or creating a ritual that tells your brain it's time. Small steps compound into peak states. Now I want to hear from you. Which flow technique will you try first? Comment below. Your answer might inspire someone else to transform their day. If this opens your mind, smash that like button, subscribe for more brain-boosting insights, and share this with someone who's ready to level up. Thanks for watching, thanks for learning, and remember, your best self isn't waiting in the future, it's waiting in your next flow state. See you in the next video. Stay focused, stay curious, and stay in flow.